Tartarian, Wales, with Mr. 76, Cathays Cemetery, Cardiff, Wales.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of Tartarian, Wales. Cathays Cemetery is a quiet gem of a location, rich in hidden history to go along with a particular Tartarian flair I'd like to show and discuss with you today. Cathays Cemetery contains the graves and headstones of several generations of Cardiff's dearly departed. This 110-acre Victorian cemetery is the third largest in all of Britain. Well, so-called Victorian. I have an alternative take on its history that I'll get into a little later. Firstly, I want to tell you a story. As I wandered these hallowed grounds, I found myself randomly drawn to one very special headstone. This is the tragic tale of the awful death of Louisa Maud Evans. On the 21st of July 1896, Cardiff, the capital city of Wales, was happily hosting its now famous Cardiff Fine Arts, Industrial and Maritime Exhibition. This grand event was described as, admittedly, the greatest undertaking of its kind, ever attempted in the Principality or the west of England. The exhibition grounds included a canal and lake for maritime exhibits, models of a working dairy, a biscuit factory and Shakespeare's house. The event proved a spectacular extravaganza, with art exhibitions, concerts, outdoor shows and an exotic Indian bazaar. 1 million people visited the exhibition. During its 6 months run, the exposition's highlight was a must-see. Every evening, a daring person would ascend into the sky in a balloon, followed by a 5,000 feet parachute descent. This brings us back to the sad story of Louisa Maud Evans, who was otherwise known as the Balloon Girl. These weren't hot air balloons with a basket, as you might imagine seeing today. They were balloons with a trapeze bar and wooden seat attached beneath. A parachute was fixed to the balloon with a thin cord. They would fly between 5,000 and 8,000 feet before jumping, trusting the parachute would detach from the balloon and open before they landed. Thousands of spectators had gathered in the exhibition's velodrome to see Louisa perform, when the wind suddenly changed, and she was blown away from Cardiff and over the sea. It took 3 days to discover Louisa's body. When it was washed up at Nash, near Newport, Louisa's body was taken to Nash Church. The people of Cardiff were so moved by her untimely passing, they buried her remains at Cathays Cemetery. This brings us full circle back to where we started, at Cathays Cemetery. This is where I ask you to suspend your disbelief as you hear my theory. Okay, so this cemetery houses a particularly ornate structure. It currently contains two rather distinct chapels. However, they are clearly just a shell of what the original structure must have looked like. It is my belief that this is the remnants of an ancient Tartarian structure that was repurposed into these current chapels. The design is complete with sacred geometry windows, a unique spire rising to the sky and architecture that is nothing like what we were capable of building when this was supposedly built. This is yet another example of real history, showing that the glorious and technologically advanced Tartarian Empire thrived in Wales. Any questions? Thank you for watching. Mr. 76 signing out. Please like, follow and share.